Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Why don't we take a look at Google searches for Jeffrey Epstein? Take a look at this. Today versus a week ago. Up like a rocket, up 1,900%. My goodness gracious. And get this, it is currently the top term topic being searched alongside Donald Trump today. If Donald Trump, who is begging, asking his supporters to drop it, he is not getting his wish whatsoever. His supporters are not dropping it. Interest in this story is at basically an all-time high. And of course, this is such an interesting story because it is one that unites different parts of the far right. It's one of the few stories that actually brings together folks like Steve Bannon and Elon Musk. They all are wondering what the heck is going on here. And at this particular point, Donald Trump has not figured out a way to solve this problem and quell the problem on the right side of his base.
So put this interest into perspective when you compare it to other news stories this week.
Yeah, okay. So we're talking about right now Google searches for Epstein. What about some other big stories this week? You know, take a look here. Again, we're looking at Google searches today. Get this. Searches for Epstein have been, get this, 4 times higher than they are for Grok. Of course, Grok, the whole thing, that, of course, is part of X, went off on its own, the AI, and started throwing out anti-Semitic stuff, talking about Hitler and all that jazz. But interest far higher for this particular topic than there is, in fact, for Grok. Much higher for, of course, Epstein. And then for tariffs, which, of course, have very much been in the news. Get this. Searches for Epstein today have been 7.6 times higher. So interest for the Jeffrey Epstein story through the roof, Jessica.
And what's the feeling around if Trump will actually release any more information, any more files this year?
Yeah, so, you know, we can go with the conventional wisdom. We can look at the betting markets, and I think this is part of what's going on, is that a lot of folks are saying, you know what, he's not going to release any more files. The Trump administration's not going to release any more files. Get this, Trump releasing more Epstein files in 2025, according to the betting markets. You go 2 months ago, it was 40%. You go a month ago, it was 39%. Now it is just 21%. So the MAGA base is hoping that there'll be more files to be released. But at this particular point, neither they nor the betting markets, in fact, believe there'll be any more files to be released. And that, of course, is a problem for Donald Trump based upon what we've seen from the MAGA base over the last 24, 48, and 72 hours.
And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable.